Right ladies, part 2. This could go on for a while, I think. Let me talk first about fabrics. I've used all sorts of fabric making boxes, and the best results by far are with 100% cotton. This is some Molder fabric I've got, and the matching plain contrast for the lining. Again, 100% cotton. I've used silk, I've used satin. You have to be very, very careful with both of those. You can't, if you get any glue on, you can't get it off, can't wipe it off. For best results, and if you're going to use the sewing box a lot, use cotton. It's the best fabric by far. Don't use polyester. It doesn't glue very well, and it doesn't lie very well. Now what I want you to do to start off your box, take your 4 outer pieces of card and your main fabric choice, which will be the floral in this case. So you want to cut 4 of those, and you want a base, a 9 by 9 centimetre base. There's just one of those that you need to cut, and I'll show you how to glue the fabric to the card. I'll do the outer as an example. So put your fabric face down. Now I've used 2-sided tape here, double-sided tape, purely because it's quicker to show you, and you don't really need very strong glue to put the fabric onto the card to begin with. You will need the tacky glue when you're gluing the lining to the card, that's a must. But for this, you can manage with a glue stick, 2-way tape, or you can use tacky glue if you want to. Right, let's just show you what we do. Just turn each corner in at 45-degree angle to the card. Don't pull it too tightly, just turn it over comfortably. So that each corner is like that. And I always start on the long side, and I just turn over the fabric onto the card and the glue. Right, and do that on the other long side. It's a lot quicker with this tape. You don't have to wait for glue to dry. And then do the tops. Turn that one in, and try and make these corners as neat as you can. Do the same with the bottom. They don't have to be absolutely precise, because when you put the lining fabric on top, you don't really see any of this fabric or the corners. It's nice if you can get them pretty neat. So do that with the 4 outer sides of your box and with the base. Now I've done the base and the 4 sides ready for you. So the base has to be right side up, so this side down. And these 4 outers will go on each side of the base. Right, can you see that? So there's your base, there are your 4 outers. And the idea now is to stitch each outer section to the base so that they will fold up. So to do that, fold one in. Pick it up, take your needle and thread, and I usually push the needle in. And then start at the corner there. Very, very tiny stitches, as tiny as you can get. And then you need to sew along the edge. And you do that with all 4 sections. So all you have to do is remember to fold it down, stitch. Fold it down and stitch. Fold it down and stitch. And when you've done that, you'll be ready to put your linings on top. I think we'll go slowly, a little at a time. When I've done that, ladies, I'll come back and show you what I do next. If some of you are sort of way ahead, you can carry on if you want to with the inside of the box, the main fabric again. You'll have a small base and you'll have 4 outer sides, and you'll do exactly the same with those small ones as you have with the big ones. So you've got a base, 4 outers, and with the little one you've got a base and 4 outers. Just remember that I've put an arrow on these cards. That's the way of the pattern. When I cut it out, it's an all over pattern and you wouldn't see any difference if it was upside down, but I'd rather everything be going in the same direction. Talking again about fabrics, always try and use small patterns. Big patterns just look out of place. You may like that sort of effect, I don't know. I just prefer to see the smaller patterns with a contrast fabric. So we'll do that first of all, ladies, and go on to do the small interior section as well. And then we'll talk about the linings and the wadding and the lid in other videos. So for now, let's start this one and see how we get on. It can be a bit tedious, can be a bit awkward holding the box pieces together when you're doing your stitching. Just double check when you're doing it that you have got every one exactly the same size, that you've cut it out properly. If there's a slight discrepancy, you know, wherever you can see it, if you've cut one a little bit too big, cut it down, because these have got to touch and they've got to be precise. Okay, Alright ladies, I'll see you in part 3. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.